Hi everyone, welcome back to the Forgotten City. Here we are, trying to solve this ancient mystery with the gods and all sorts of craziness. But one of the person we haven't spoken to is Georgius, the Greek. So let's have a quick chat.
I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
My nation does not exist yet. I'm from beyond the edge of the known world.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Yes, information. I'm looking for Kabash. We found him actually. I heard you were the last person to see him.
I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is dangerous. Please, let us leave the live coals safely beneath the ash.
We foreigners need to stick together.
Very well, but the magistrate would not look kindly upon this, so please keep it to yourself. For several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter. Each day, I leave offerings of food in the hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing.
How strange.
So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw?
Nothing. Someone who's been drinking? I have no idea.
Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not?
Tis.
When I told my friend Kabash of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again.
I'm off to the temple of Demeter, then. Let's talk about something else.
Gladly.
Because we know all about that. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Why set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yeah, more or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Fair enough. How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and droning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you floated down the Tiber?
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Ah.
Anything you like.
Right. Do you know a way out of it? What do you think of the golden rule? Do you know where I might find the Greek plaque?
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek?
Yes.
Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgios. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgios the Roman. I accept the world is Roman now. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plaque you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics by none other than Dooley. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially
Who's
those
Dooley?
that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Who are you voting
That,
for?
my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Ah. Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Do you know of a way out of it?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
The last attempt?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
They always are. Why don't you tell it to me?
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
They have. I am getting to that.
Okay.
There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Got it, thanks. Okay.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Right, so, in his cell opposite... Where was he? I've forgotten already. You still need to figure out who is Dooley, the Greek plaque. Right, let's have another word with Rufus.
Name's Rufius.
Rufius, sorry.
Better watch your step.
Yeah. What about Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about?
Bluff.
Yeah? Prove it.
It is him. Okay.
See you around.
It's Rufius. It's Rufius! I can't prove it, but it's him.
Ah, a new face. Salve.
Okay.
And welcome to
Yes, I
a little
forgot.
community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you did.
Right, okay. What do you think of the
Some
golden
people
rule?
say it's divine, the work of a god. But I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called God doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown God doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
So this is where, Malleus, I hear you. How do you remove the god from
Good
power?
question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
What's your
Well,
story?
I'm an architect.
Well, we know
Help out,
this.
but
Let's try and skip through that. Correct.
I like that.
Right, Oh,
Nice to talk to you.
right, okay. So, let's read that. It says, sinner. Okay. How are we going to get that? Oh, we're going to search their homes, weren't we? Of course we were. Right, but, Dilly is in... Didn't they say... Find me. Trying to... That's the Greek one. Where did he say? It was in the cell behind somewhere. I'm sure it was one of the... Ah!
Hello?
This is Dilly, is it?
Hello?
Hello. What's your story,
My
Dilly?
name's Dooley.
Dooley, sorry.
I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What did you
I
do?
don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did somebody think you were going to steal?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Is that
They
all?
said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
A liability.
Yes. They said I have to live here now and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
I suppose. Magistrate Sentius explains Dooley was locked up for preventing him from trespassing. Magistrate Sentius to Dulius. I am writing to you in relation to your incorrigible anti-social behaviour arising from your obsession with the alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you the important message: the treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which was strictly off limits to all citizens, I wonder why, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited. At least you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you in remembering why you are incarcerated should you experience further memory lapses.
What does it say?
It says you caught trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What
My
treasure?
friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
Right, so this is probably one of the keys to the locked doors, is it? Do you know a way out of
You're going
here?
to let me out of here? Really?
Well, I can try. Let me talk to the magistrate.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Okay. Maybe it's trying to meet the new magistrate.
Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius.
Ooh, that'd be
He
a good
made me
one.
a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll see what I can do. About the plaque, anyway.
Do you like it? It's shiny, innit? It makes me happy just looking at it.
May I have it?
If I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore, and I'd be sad.
Alright, what's it going to take for you to give it to me?
Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need it anymore because I'd already be happy. Then you could have it, and you'd be happy too.
Sounds like a plan.
Galerius already tried that.
Right, so how are we going to get
Said the
Galerius
magistrate
to
wouldn't
be...
listen, no matter what.
Maybe there's time we had a new magistrate. Perhaps Melius will set you free if he wins. So we do is persuade everyone to vote for Galerius.
Yeah, Galerius will let me
Galerius,
out.
sorry.
Then you can have my plaque, and everyone.
Right, let's talk about your
My
treasure.
friend Hannibal used to look after me.
Yeah, you
He
said that.
If anything ever happened, all
Yeah.
I remember is
Yeah.
nobody looked.
Yeah, okay, good, fair enough.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dooley. Right, so... Dooley's note. I did not do it, Dooley. Oh, Dooley. Simple soul. Right. How do we get people to vote for Galerius? Let's talk to the priestess lady, see if she knows. Didn't I see her around here somewhere? Yes, there she is. I know, it's all up to me.
A new face.
Oh.
Ave, and may
Ave.
Vesta watch over you.
Yes, we're in the
I'm
underworld.
Katia.
Ask...
To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Right.
I beg your pardon? Oh my, that is quite a lot to take in. You'll have to give me a moment. Let's see. If that is indeed the case.
Right. Now, figure this one out. Good. Yes.
So
Yes. Good. Right. Okay.
may Fortuna guide you.
That's not what I wanted. Right. Let's go and have a word with Galerius then,
On your best behavior, I trust?
and see if we can. So where do you live then? You must live in here.
A weapon and I'm not.
Well, things we know. So where is here? Right. What we could maybe do is find some evidence that. What's this? Note from Ulpus. Oh, we know that, don't we? Yeah. Okay. So this is the from Yulia. Yeah. That's the kitchen. So where is Dewberry? The gladiator's room, basically. I forgot what his name is. Has he got a more plush room? Let's have a word. Okay, can't. Oh, did I unlock it? Let's have a word. She's forgotten who we are.
You're not supposed to be in here.
My bad. I was. Can we talk? I know. You're keeping. Where do you keep your valuables?
Talk. What business could you possibly have with me?
How would you like to get, some help getting back out, Malleus?
An intriguing proposition. Go on.
Go on. I don't think Malleus is who he says he is.
Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that?
Just a hunch.
You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for.
I thought you might.
Some time ago, when he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only, he used the wrong name. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me?
I want to force him to withdraw from the election. I just hate to see a beautiful woman treated so poorly.
To withdraw? Listen, I may not be Penelope to his Ulysses, but to ruin his plans to become a magistrate? You must think me quite mad. I've heard enough. Get out of here at once.
Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
Ah, so she's quite happy. So we shouldn't have gone that. We need to find another way of convincing her. Right. Where is Demetrius's room? Does he have his own? Still doing push-ups. He's okay. Right. So who lives in this one then? This was Equitia's, wasn't it? Equitia, yeah. Okay. Let's try and convince Gallius to stand. How do we get down to the farm? Down here, I think. Do we still have the golden eggs from earlier? Golden bow. Golden eggs. Yeah, we may not need any more. Okay, he's not here. Let's continue on around the loop. Ooh, what do we have here? Have we been in here? Ooh, hello. Takes us to the catacombs and the underworld almost. I don't know where we'd find Gallerus. Okay, this is Livia's place, isn't it? This is where we hid down the first time those things attacked and scared the bejesus out of us. Ah, now I can go up there. Nope, wrong one. Oh, moving up. Really? Oh! I've got a wooden bow. That's... Lunac. I was thinking, why is my bow not working? Of course, I've got some wooden bows from killing the... Not... that was close. Ah! We can get the Roman plaque like that. Look, there we go. Right. So we keep everything we held last time. That's good. Right. Cool. So we've got that now. Right, we're coming to the forum. What are we going to do? That is a brown wooden bow. That is the golden bow. Let's climb up these, and hopefully the chest has got more stuff in it. Yes! Okay, we can keep re-looting everything. Oh, sweet. Good.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
Here he is.
Sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
Hello. Have we met before?
We have Dooley. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I didn't mean to. Right. Here we go.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly
Hello?
what's about to happen to them?
I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you?
No.
That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
How so?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only
boulders.
as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach.
We've seen that.
The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
Yeah, at least that. Go on.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Cool. Thanks, Gallerus. You're a good man, Gallerus.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Before you go.
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Will you stand... Ever thought about running for magistrate?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
If Malleus runs, he's going to break the Golden Rule and kill us all.
And how could you... Oh, wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you?
Yeah.
In that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright. I'll be going now.
Alright, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
Right, so we need to get the woman to give us the details, don't we? I need your help. Oh, let's talk to Yulia. See what she's working up. Apollo? You gonna give us any help? Yulia! Who's that? No, it's Lucretia. Where's Yulia? Oh, I bought her freedom. She hasn't buggered off, has she? Listen, great. Let's talk to this guy.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside. Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow you're carrying. Do you mind if I ask where you acquired it?
I took it for... you'll never believe me if I told
Well,
you.
I'll take your word for it. But perhaps you'd be interested in selling it to me. I mean, it's not as if you have any use for it down here.
Not for sale.
Oh well, let me know if you change your mind. For now, can I help you with something?
No.
Very well. Another time.
Right. So, let's have a think. Where is... There's Rufius. Hello.
Feeling all right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving.
Yeah. Where is Yulia, by the way? You've seen her? She's I suppose we could try that. No, she's not in there. Let's go and have a word with Semptia. Tell her about Scintilla.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons.
Yes, I do.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Hi, Cynthia.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Can we talk about Scintilla?
You heard about her disappearance, I take it.
Found her, I have. Roar. Found her, the pendant in the cistern. Any ideas who it was?
No, that's Scintilla's. The question is, what was it doing in the cistern?
I found it around the neck of a skeleton.
A skeleton? Oh, gods. You mean she's...
Not within 2 weeks,
she's...
no. I don't know. Something about it doesn't seem right to me.
What do you mean?
I'm just not sure how she could have been reduced to a skeleton after only 3 weeks. There we go.
But didn't Domitius say there's some kind of creature down there that killed and ate Hannibal? Could it not have attacked her too?
Yes, I suppose it could explain it. He did, which makes me wonder, what if that skeleton was Hannibal's?
What are you saying? That somebody crept down there and put Scentilla's amulet on another body to make us think she was dead?
Yes.
Why would anyone do such a thing?
Why indeed? Perhaps they abducted her and wanted us to stop looking for her. I think she did it herself to make us stop looking for her. That's the top one.
But who? Who could have a reason to do that?
Domitus, he's a sleaze and he had better access to the cisterns than anyone. Ulpius was her secret lover, and he's clearly heartbroken. Perhaps he had falling out. Horatius, he had access to the amulet and seems a little too cold and composed. Sentius, perhaps he found out she had a secret lover. You would. Everyone seems to love her, and I bet that made you envious.
That is an extremely serious accusation. I take it you have something to back it up.
More of a
So
hunch.
this is just baseless speculation then?
Well,
I've heard enough. I won't have you peddling scurrilous gossip about my sister's tragic death. Kindly keep your insane conspiracy theories to yourself and leave me alone to grieve, you barbarian.
Right, okay, that didn't go so well.
What is it, citizen? What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him, and I'm not happy about it. But I can assure you, it isn't me.
Fair enough.
All right?
I don't think it is him. He seems to buy the book.
We're finally alone.
Yes.
I assume you already know
Oh,
who
have we
am.
reset since we last
May
spoke?
I know your name?
Yeah. Okay, Taff.
We have?
Yep.
Is that about?
Yep. Right.
I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason.
Yeah. Did I tell you? I'd like you to release
You mean
Dooley.
Duilius?
Julius,
Releasing
yeah.
him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
Fair enough. Can we talk about who's going to break the golden
Of
rule?
course. What is it?
I think I know who it is.
Yes?
So it is Malleus. Oh, hang on.
Why do you say that?
When he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death.
What? I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him.
Yes.
But I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own.
But do you have any
You
help?
better not waste any time. And may Swada, goddess of persuasion, go with you.
Alright.
Good, thank you.
Right, okay, so I thought you might give us some clues. Monkey boy.
What now?
You the one
Do I
threatening
seem
Virgil?
like anonymous threats are my style?
Yeah,
You don't know Sturkus.
fine.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Yeah, who's the one with the snake eyes? Where is Yulia? Well, I need to talk to her. Right, let's get in here. Yulia, did you no, I bought her out of indentured service, didn't I? Rubbish, don't know where she is now. Should have left her in indentured service and then I could find her. Hi!
Do I need to call Domitius? Get out!
I thought we... Bloody hell. Right, okay, what we can do then is maybe search the... Hiya.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want?
I want you to withdraw from the elections. I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Yeah, I can. Cheers. Is no, okay, fine. So where the hell is Rufus's? Where are they? They must be. Hang on. The dude who we don't suspect,
Citizen.
who's probably the most likely person it's going to be, well, his room is probably one of these, isn't it? It's not going to be that. That's going to be Centilia's. Centilia's chest. That's the kitchen. Where's your room, Sunshine?
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm.
Hey, yeah.
Magistrate's orders.
Hey, yeah. But where do you stay? Sounds like I can wait for an evening. So there's the two girls' room. There's no other room, so you can't stay at the villa at night.
Citizen.
Citizen. Oh, I'm the citizen, aren't I? I suppose I could toss the bows. It's all up to you. I know. It's a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Throw me a bone here. Help me out. So how do I... Oh, wrong bow. No. I was hoping that would maybe... No, I thought the door might get heavy and fall off its hinges. It didn't. Okay. So, that's not that, that's not there, that's... Okay. Let's have a... Can't go that way. So... They're all this way, aren't they? And down in the slummy type areas. But how do we know which is theirs? Old chest, 109 denarii, I'll have it. It's getting dark. Right. I don't know if that Virgil quest is really important anymore, but it'd be nice to get it completed. Right, whose is this? A bottle of wine, we'll take it. Last bottle of wine in the city. Love it. Right, whose dwelling is this? So, oh, there's arrows there. Can I not get the arrows? I know, you keep saying. It's a very pressured situation. Cryptic poem from Livia, yeah, we know that. Okay, times are getting on. So we got the wine from. Where on earth do they? Where's everyone else? Oh, it's got to be around. It's got to be around where the bar is. May the gods be kinder than they were to our stranger. Okay, where's the bar? See, there's the one picking fruit for eternity. Ulpius. Oh, Ulpius.
Salve.
Salve. Oh, there's Ulpius. Where's Julia? So they're still about. So how do we get to the bar? There's got to be this way somewhere, isn't there? It's got to be through this. No, did I just come out there? No, I came out below. Ah, here it is. Bloody hell! That was so hard. What's this? This is many shall suffer. Right, let's have a look. Ah, this is one of the Roman. This is Hortius's chest. This is gold. I found out where his room is then. Right. Inspect the banner. First Italica must have been okay. The shield. Ancient Rome is known as the Scutrum. Nice. Sutrum. So I don't think it's him. Who's next door? That's the bar. Whose is this? Galarus's chest. Poem by... Do we want to read that? My life has been torturous, as the 7 labours of Hercules. Orphaned, defeated and enslaved, yet I would suffer it all again gladly, because each loss, wound and tragedy brought me to you. Radiant of Rome's sacred flame, your bright warmth nourishes my soul. I know I can never touch you any more than I can hold Vesta's flame, but to watch you with your love from afar and bathing with your glow is enough. It's beautiful. Good stuff. Prototype inspect. What is that? Oh, the zip lines. Yes. He gave us one of those.
Ixion turns.
Yes. Virgil's chest. He's got his money. Virgil is the victim, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Up here we've got Neva's chest. A key to the chest in the Shrine of Apollo. Well, we can take that. It's not considered stealing. Happy days. Sorry, gold statue. Who we got here? Levia's chest. Some money. We're not going to steal that. Who's we got here? The creature's chest. No, right. Okay, they're good. Wait for my eyesight to come back. Whose is this? Examine. Rudimentary bed. Is that Dooley's doll? Right, whose is this? Ah, this is the gladiators, okay. The orgy. Oh, Phileas had an orgy with 4 girls and there was disproven all equally. Ah, okay, see, he's written that in his, so it could well be him who's doing the. I suspect that is the. Is that the evidence? Let's go and find Rufus's dwelling. Where does Rufus stay then? Let the buyer beware.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
Kialaris for magistrate, countered by I would rather drink Aurelia's special brew. Okay. So, maybe up here? Got some more dwellings. A note from Kabash. Summary of Kabash to Kabash. I told Lucretia about the dreams I've been having, and she said it might help to divine the meaning of if I wrote them down. It happened last night. There was a man by the river. Okay, I think he's already told us that. Cool. What's down here? It's all up to me. It's all about me. Okay, let's head this way. Incomplete notes. This is your final warning, sinner. It is Rufus. Oh, he's got a stone carving of a phallus. Okay. Let's go and challenge him. Now we know who we get that quest resolved.
The 49 melodies fetch a game with incessant labor.
Good. Right. So, mysteries. Oh well. Let's run into the middle of the labyrinth. Rufus, you devil! I knew you were lying to me. Where are you? It's getting late. The election will be held soon, so we're going to have to reset time at least once more. Oh, we could tell him who it was, though.
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on the... Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hello. Okay.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, great to talk to you too. Right, I know who it is. Maybe I could tell Horatius. He might do something if I can't find him. Where is everybody?
Citizen.
Hello. Ah.
What now?
All right. Never mind. Right. I've got half a mind to let Centilla go. See what happens. Right. Let's go. Let's go through here to see if we can. Aha! No, that's not him. Have you seen Julia?
Shalom.
Shalom. What's your story?
You mean where am I from and all that?
Yes, all that.
Judea, originally. But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family, Romanized my name and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city. That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos, full of people with all their belongings in carts and brigands preying on them. Several hours down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road and went to defend them. I can only assume they got the better of me because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a forest, by a river not far from here, with no memory of how I got there. It's strange though because I still had my purse on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river, but not take my coins?
Interesting. Good on you for risking your life.
A lot of
though.
good it did me. And that family. I sometimes wonder what happened to them.
Do you know a way out here?
I don't. But even if I did, I'm not going anywhere. I have unfinished business.
Who will you vote for?
Sentius, I suppose. I'd have to be insane to vote for Malleolus after what he did to me.
Fair enough. I'll be going.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Good. Right. Rufus! Rufus! Stop bellowing it from the top of our lungs. Is he in here?
Wow, isn't that a big long bow?
Indeed.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before, a certain learning and sophistication.
Not interested, sorry.
Oh, I see. You prefer the company of men. Maybe you should go and make friends with Virgil instead. I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
Any interesting gossip?
Certainly. For 10 denarii.
Go on then.
Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate with
Why can we get a little bit more information? We need something on Claudia.
There used to be a midwife here, Naevia, but this place drove her mad as a maenad. Said she could hear the statues whispering to her. Can you imagine?
Citizen.
Fortunately for us, she locked herself in the palace weeks ago and hasn't been seen since. Good riddance, I say.
Right.
Whatever you like. All right.
Right, where is he? There he is. I know you.
You again. No idea what you're talking about?
I noticed you. I found the incomplete letter on your quarters.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. It starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean. I know that's not an excuse for how I acted, but it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. I'll leave him alone from now on.
Yay!
It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened. Will you?
Good. Right. Did I see Virgil?
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff.
Cerberus lifts his triple head.
Right. Let's go and have a quick get this one locked away, and then that is another quest complete. And then we've only got to find, we've only got to get the information to get Malleus to stand down from the election. And if we do that, then...
Salve.
Salve.
Welcome back.
Don't worry about the threats, just Rufus.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
I found a incomplete note in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Yes, and he won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? How did you manage that?
I found a treatment for his rheumatism.
Poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
Happy to help. I think he wants to help cleaning up the graffiti too.
Really? That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Thanks,
Nice to
Virgil.
talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye. Right. Sorted. Lead resolved.
Shiny.
Hello again, Baker Lady. Forgot her name.
Salve and welcome.
Fabia.
Need something?
No, I think everything.
All right. Thanks again for.
There's not much there, is it? Lights are on, but it doesn't seem there's much there.
Forget it.
You're welcome. Right.
Don't you just love springtime?
Indeed.
May
Where is
Apollo keep you safe.
Julia? Oh, but didn't I get a? Where's the chest in here, which I've got the key to? Here we go. Treatment notes. Ah. There we go. Oh, it's rhubarb. Flatulence is rhubarb. Ulcers is Janine. Or Gentian. I don't know what it is. Boils is... oh, nice. Right, can we give that to what's her face to make her feel better?
Feeling alright?
I do. Can we talk about
Sure.
Yulia?
What do you want to know?
Where is she? Do you think she was poisoned or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule.
Yeah,
and
true.
So maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
True. Say anything about escaping?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid. Gladly.
Right.
That's a shame. Thanks again for...
No worries. Right, so the elusive Yulia is nowhere to be found. So I really want to have a conversation with her. Maybe she's up here by the temples? That's the palace, isn't it? Yulia! Oh, what's down here? Oh, this is the bit with the... Oh, it's the toilet. Of course it is. That's why we haven't been down here for a while. Right, yeah, so I'm not sure where Yulia is. Maybe she's up at the main temple? Have a quick little scoot around. I don't see anyone up there. I'll be honest. That's all closed off because we know... Ah! Who's that? Is that Equity? It could be Equity. I'm closing down on you. It's Julia! You thought you'd get away from me, didn't you? You thought you wouldn't have to speak to me.
Still a bit out of it. Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted?
Galerius says you're fine.
Lucretia says
Whatever.
I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask you what happened?
I can tell you, but it's a long story.
They always are. Go on.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you such money?
I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock.
You figured it out already. I wish I'd been so astute. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused.
You and me both.
She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would break the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock. I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Yeah. You're not exactly innocent in all this.
Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what happens now?
Well, it seems the gods have decided I've suffered long enough. Because not long ago, Ulpius told me I've been freed from my debt bondage. So I suppose I'm just going to rest for a while longer. I feel like I've earned it.
Do you know anything of Centilla's disappearance? So what's your story?
You mean my life story?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while. Until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I consider myself fortunate. At least I'm still alive.
Well, okay.
No.
No.
I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Do you know where
If
out of
that's
here?
your idea of
Oh.
a joke, it's not funny.
Yeah, sorry.
Go away.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Right, so we spoke to Julia. Thank you. So, again, this is the guy pushing the boulder. So, what do we know? We know where Scintilla is. She's in the cistern, and we've seen her, and we've spoken to her. We need to get the Greek plaque for here, which we can only get from Dooley, but we need to get Dooley out. And to get Dooley out, we need to get Gallerus elected as the magistrate. And to get him elected as the magistrate, we need Melius to stand down. And to get Melius to stand down, we need his wife to give us some information to force him to stand down. But we seem to be offending her every opportunity we get, and I don't seem to be able to strike the right chord with her to get what we need. Yeah. Temple to Zeus. Not Zeus, sorry, Hades. Pluto, whatever. So, what can we do? Let's have a think. What we probably... I think election time is almost coming. So... Oh, God. Oh! There's my knee. There's my knee gone. Oh, my knee. Landed on my knee. So, I think we've spoken to everyone now. It's clear what we need to do. We have a look at the tasks. Virtuous man. Figure out how to get Gallerus elected. We obviously need to make the other one stand down first. Okay, figure out how to get Melius to drop out of the election. Dig the dirt up, and that's from his wife. Find evidence for the name. I need more evidence linking Melius to the name Quinticus, who's where the assassin's coming from. Collect all 4 stolen plaques, yes. Right. Oh, so our duty is clear. We know what we need to do. It's just how we're going to get that information from it. We've searched people's houses. We've done all the side tasks, I believe. Yeah, it's now all about figuring out the last pieces of the puzzle. And we'll do that next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you continue to enjoy The Forgotten City. And we'll pick this adventure up again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.